Financial freedom and becoming as rich as you want is actually just a result of some very basic math. Today, I'm going to dive into that simple equation. Welcome to Grow Time, where we explore ideas to help you live a high-performance life. Today, I want to talk about money math for business, the math that will make you rich, or at least the math that will help you align with the goal that you have financially before you start that business. As entrepreneurs, we often look at all the hard ways to build businesses rather than looking at the easy ways to build businesses that are actually profitable. We like to figure out complex solutions to problems. We like to solve problems that may not be valuable. We like to develop products because we had an idea. And these things may lead to good things, they may lead to bad things, they may lead to whatever. The point is that we're doing it backwards. A lot of people do it backwards. Money math for business is flipping it. It's doing math that very few do, and it's super simple. And so this is going to sound so simple that it's almost ridiculous, but I see so many people falling victim to not doing basic financial business math to achieve what they want, and then being upset and disappointed and living a life that they don't enjoy in a business that they've created. I fell victim to this too, and I'm always redoing this math for myself because I'm someone who has a million ideas. If I didn't have this math to help guide me, I'd chase any idea. So what is money math for business? Today, I'm going to focus on business owners because that's number one, my audience, and I also think that's the one that it's most odd for. I'm very surprised when I see this from business owners because they create the business. They have the control over what they want to create. If you work in a certain career or certain job, you may not have as much control. You may not think you have as much control. But if you built a business, there's no one to blame except for you. And so I can't believe how many people start businesses without knowing the math equation for their business model and end up building a business that doesn't have a chance of bringing them the actual financial outcome that they actually want. This happens all the time. So I'm talking about businesses that are high cost, low profit, commodity based, maybe brandless businesses. And if you're going to go through the trouble of building a business, it's hard. Might as well make it one that gives you the best chance of being really profitable and getting you to the actual financial result or better than the financial result that you want. That's what a business is meant to be. A business is a money machine. I've talked about this before. This may sound cold and capitalist, but it is. A business's goal is not to care about you or people. The business only cares about taking money in and multiplying it to more money out. That's the goal of the business. That's the tool that a business is. Then you wrap around it purpose and doing good and great products and all those kind of things. But the business itself is a money multiplication machine. So you might as well build it to be really, really profitable and get you the financial outcome that you want. Here are the 5 basic steps in what I call money math for business. And again, it's going to sound so ridiculously simple. But number 1, forget about the product, forget about the audience, and forget about all that. That's going to be determined later. Determine what you want to net each year. So what your income, your net income should be every year personally. So you might have to extrapolate this out, right? But I'm going to keep it simple. So it's just like, let's say you want to net $1 million a year. So now, step number 2, we have to choose a reasonable profit margin. Just as a note, I like to see businesses in 30% profit margin or more. However, I'm going to use 10% right now. Step number 3, calculate the revenue that you need to make. If I need to make $1 million net profit and my net profit is 10% of my total revenue, that means I need to make a $10 million business. So you need to build a $10 million business, assuming that your salary is basically just your net profit. And this means that, in fake money that you don't have, you actually have $9 million to invest in building that business, right? That's your cost base. All right. So you need to build a $10 million business with a 10% net profit margin in order to make $1 million a year, right? That's the simple beginning of this equation. That much right there, most people don't even do. They want to make $1 million a year and they start a business without figuring out what they need to make net profit, what they need to bring in total revenue. And that's why they don't make it. That's why they don't get to the $1 million a year or whatever they're trying to do. Number 4, we have to ask ourselves, how do we create a $10 million business, right? And again, we're not even looking at products right now. We're just asking ourselves, how do we create a $10 million business? You may want a $100,000 salary and you might have a 10% profit margin. You just need to make $1 million business, right? We need to make a $10 million business. So first we need to choose how many things at what price we're going to sell. We're selling things and we're selling them at a price. And so we ask ourselves a question, right? We just move some zeros around. Can we sell 10 million $1 things? Maybe. That sounds a little hard. Can we sell 1 million $10 things? Getting closer. Can we sell 100,000 $100 things? That's kind of interesting. Can we sell 10,000 $1,000 things? Can we sell 1,000 $10,000 things? You follow me? Can we sell 100 $100,000 things? Moving zeros around and figuring out what price do we want to price something at? How many of those things do we need to sell to hit our goal? You ask yourself the question, where is your sweet spot? For most people, it's going to be selling, $100 things, anywhere from $100 to $10,000 things, right? A $10,000 service. You can sell knowledge in the $10,000 consulting. You can sell a $100 product. In my world, $100 products, $50 products, like $300 products. Those are common things. They have to be good products, but you can do that. And that's going to be the sweet spot. And then the last step, number 5, is now you find a business model and a market that can support the math that you want. Where most people start with the business, the idea, the product. This is where at the end of it, now you go and search for what is a business model, what is a product, and what's the market? Who's going to buy this thing? And how do I get my math to fit inside of one of those models? What's a product market that could actually support the math that I want? What's a business model that could support the math that I want? What's a particular audience and buyer that can support the product that I want? Who has that buying power? And make it for them, right? That is money math for business. Turning it upside down, doing the basic math, and only then adjusting and choosing and modifying your business model to match it. Now, you might actually have a business model already that you need to now adjust. It's never too late to do the math. Just do the math and then start adjusting your business appropriately. I've done that in my business. We were in a business that didn't fit the money math that I wanted. And over the course of a couple years, we began to adjust that and put in place initiatives and change some things. And now it's getting closer to the money math that I want. And what's fun about that is it actually gives you more energy to do the things that you need to do in your business to make it successful, to create better customers, when it supports the money math that you want, when it's getting you the financial results and freedom that you want. When it's chaining you down and it's not fun, it feels like a job, it actually spirals in the reverse. I realize this is backward and sounds ridiculously simple, but it's the part that so many people don't do. Most people find a product and start selling the product and then wonder why they aren't making what they want. If you decide what you want first and the financial results the business must deliver, and then you're able to find the business model that fits those parameters and gets you to where you want to be, then you'll be a much happier person. I hope this helps you live out a high performance life. For more tips like this from me or to work with me, go to kenott.com. Until next time, thanks and never stop growing.